Welcome back. In our last video, we saw God deliver his people from slavery in Egypt. He brought them through the Red Sea and gave them the law. God had promised to bring them into the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey. But the journey wasn't easy. Today, we're covering several centuries of Israel's history, the judges, the kings, and the prophets. When they sent spies to scout the land, 10 came back terrified of the giants. Only Joshua and Caleb trusted God. Numbers 14:34 records the consequence. For each day you shall bear your guilt 1 year, namely 40 years. Eventually, a new generation arose. God appointed Joshua to lead them into the promised land. After Joshua died, Israel entered the time of the judges, characterized by a repeated cycle of rebellion and rescue. Judges 21:25 sums it up. In those days there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. God raised up judges like Deborah, Gideon, and Samson to rescue them, but the people kept falling back into sin. Samuel was the last judge. He would transition Israel from the period of judges to the period of kings. The people came to Samuel saying, "Give us a king like all the nations." They were rejecting God as their king. God chose Saul, a tall, impressive man, to be Israel's first king, but pride and disobedience marked his reign. Samuel told Saul, "To obey is better than sacrifice. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you from being king." Saul was a failure, but God had a better king in mind. He sent Samuel to Bethlehem to the house of Jesse. 1 Samuel 16:7 says, "The Lord does not see as man sees. The Lord looks at the heart." Young David faced the giant Goliath with just a sling and 5 stones, coming in the name of the Lord of hosts. David became king. He made serious mistakes, but he repented. God described him as a man after my own heart. God promised David that his kingdom would be established forever. This points directly to Jesus Christ, the son of David. David's son Solomon built the temple in Jerusalem, a permanent dwelling place for God. But Solomon's heart was not loyal. He turned after other gods, and God declared the kingdom would be torn away. The kingdom split in two: the northern kingdom, Israel, and the southern kingdom, Judah, both headed for judgment. During this dark period, God raised up prophets to call the people back. Prophets like Elijah, Elisha, Isaiah, and Jeremiah. Judgment came. Israel fell to Assyria in 722 BC, and Judah fell to Babylon in 586 BC. The temple was destroyed. But God gave hope. He promised a new covenant. "I will put my law in their minds and write it on their hearts." They promised a Messiah, a suffering servant wounded for us, and a child born to be the Prince of Peace. This period shows a pattern. Humanity fails. We can't save ourselves. All of it pointed forward to Jesus. Next time, we'll explore hope in the prophets more deeply. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.